Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Little River Medical Center.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today, I'm so excited to be at Little River Medical Center. We're going to talk about mental health today, and I'm joined by Carly. How are you doing today, Carly?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Carly, what do you do here at Little River?
So I'm a behavioral health counselor here at Little River Medical Center in the Carolina Forest office. I work predominantly with our pediatrics, but I do occasionally venture up to the adult floor, and I integrate into primary care appointments to help work with the whole person.
Okay, so let's talk about behavioral health here at Little River Medical Center. What are some of the services that you guys provide here?
So we provide integrated services, which means when our patients come in for their primary care appointments, they will often tag us in, the BHCs, to help evaluate if anything mental health is going on. We offer counseling sessions and some other sort of like outreach support. So if they need maybe higher level of care, more specialized care, we can help refer them out.
And I can imagine that, your physical health kind of goes hand in hand with mental health. Do you see a lot of that whenever you're treating people?
Yes, so that goes both ways, I think. We see patients who are experiencing mental health concerns because of a diagnosis or treatment, and then sometimes we see physical concerns stemming from untreated and unsupported mental health.
Interesting. And also, we have to talk about, there's such a diverse population here and people that come to Little River Medical Center. So how do you treat those patients?
Okay, yeah, that's a really good question. With behavioral health, we're able to assess for any barriers or concerns for those social determinants of health. So maybe they need some like financial support or other types of like insurance support that we can troubleshoot maybe better than their primary care providers.
Gotcha. And I can imagine too that every case is so different that, they all present different challenges. So somebody might come in and they might need a couple sessions, or how do you determine that and how to treat them?
Sure. So kind of the flow of getting a patient into counseling, we do an assessment, which is a longer appointment where we're looking at their social history, their personal history, some of their medical history. And then from there, we work with the patient to come up with their goals for counseling. And that's how we narrow down, like, what are your concerns? What do you want support with? What do you need support with? Do you need other specialized providers out in the community? We go from there.
Gotcha. And we can't talk about mental health without talking about the stigma that comes with it. Now, obviously, we've made some progress over the years, but I would be remiss if I did not talk about that as well. What do you say to people that are maybe wary of seeing a therapist?
I actually stole this from another counselor that works with us here at LRMC. She explained it as kind of like seeing your doctor when you're not feeling great. You come in more often, and when you're feeling better, you don't need to see us as often. And we really approach it from that primary care perspective of just come see us, just come talk, and we can help.
Yeah. And what does it feel whenever you get to see people make progress?
Oh my gosh, it is incredible to get to see people make progress, and having that integrated team really supports every facet of well-being for somebody. And sometimes in a month or 2 months, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so much better. This was such a great opportunity to be able to have access to mental health care in addition to my primary care.
I love that. And sometimes you got to get a little bit creative too, right? I know that you are an expert when it comes to art therapy. I wanted to talk about that a little bit before we go.
Yeah. So my master's is in clinical art therapy and counseling. Art just gives us an opportunity to express ourselves when maybe we're not comfortable verbalizing, talking about it.
This story is sponsored by Little River Medical Center.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by the YMCA.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today I'm at the Claire Chapin Up's Family YMCA, and I'm joined by my friend Hatton. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming today, Katie.
We have a lot to learn, Hatton. You're going to tell me all about water safety and what people need to know, especially around this time of year.
Yes. So we had a collaboration this year with the City of Myrtle Beach and the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce to produce a whole water safety campaign for Water Safety Month, which is the month of May. But of course, we're not going to quit in the month of May for water safety. It'll go all summer long. But we have created a ton of different videos and different content for families to learn how to be safe around water. And we even had the YouTuber Handyman Hal produce a 20-minute video for kids to watch so they know what to do around water this summer as well.
When do you think is an important age for kids to start learning about water safety?
We teach swim lessons here starting when they are itty bitty. So it is never too early to get in the water, get acclimated with water, and learn about water safety. But we teach kids of all ages. We even teach adults how to swim.
I was going to say it's also never too late as well. Because
Exactly.
there's a lot for me to learn as well.
Yes.
New things we're finding out, and you guys have a ton of information on it as well.
I will say, working on this campaign, I have learned a lot about water
That's
safety.
good.
So it has been, but it has been so wonderful to be a part of this campaign and the collaboration that we have to produce all of this content for families and visitors, local families and also visitors in the area.
All right, so let's start. What do you think people need to know?
First, if you go to the website, visit myrtlebeach.com/splash-safe, you can find all of the videos, all of the water safety tips that families need to know, and then other information like where to get swim lessons, tips like what to do in the sun, wear sunscreen, just all kind of a checklist of things before you go to the beach or the pool this summer. And then we have like what swimsuits to wear, that kind of thing. So there are all kinds of things that maybe parents don't think about, but we've got it, and it's not a lot of, it's very quick to read, so it only takes about 20 minutes to watch everything and learn everything.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by the YMCA. The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by J&K Home Furnishings.
Well, guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I'm at J&K Home Furnishings, and I'm chatting with John. How are you, John?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. John, tell me all about you guys and what you have to offer here.
So we're a family-owned business, first and foremost, but we are anything from a furniture store to a complete in-home design service business.
Okay, so when a customer walks in and says, I don't know what I'm even looking for, what do?
You narrow that down and you try and do it quickly. We can help you, what we like to say is we can help you as little or as much as you want. So if you're looking for a specific piece of furniture, great. We can target in on that and go to that piece. If you're wanting us to come out and measure and pull together a full design presentation, we do that too, and we love doing those.
All right, so the stuff that you're seeing here out on the floor, is this stuff that you can already buy?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Okay,
Some of
okay.
it you can buy just as you see it. We have it stocked in our warehouse, and some you can customize. Any fabric, finish, really get it just how you want for your space.
Beautiful. Okay, so I know everybody's wanting to know about the deals. We got to talk the deals.
Oh, we always have
okay.
deals.
Tell me what's going on right now.
So we have our Memorial Day sale going on, and the big thing with that is we pay your sales tax. Combine that with we have over $1 million of clearance inventory, anywhere from 25 to 75% off. That adds up to some significant savings.
yeah, and this is really nice stuff too. You're getting quality pieces that will last a long time.
You are. We cover every price range and every type of quality. We really have a look for everybody.
So, in addition to furniture, you guys also have mattresses
We
too.
do, and we have a ton. Anything from Tempur-Pedic and name brands right on to our own custom creation and collection Jaden Kalani.
Nice. And you do offer financing too, right?
We do, 0% for up to 5 years.
I love it. All right, well, where can people find you guys and how can they get in contact?
We have 7 different locations up and
Wow.
down the Grand Strand and in Mount Pleasant. But I would suggest going to our website, jnkhomefurnishings.com, and you can go and see the address, telephone numbers, and we'll guide you in from there.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by J&K Home Furnishings.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
This portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Coastal Cowboy Pro Rodeo.
Well, guys, I'm getting so excited for the Coastal Cowboy Pro Rodeo. This is not every day that I get to stand in front of 2 horses and talk to a real cowboy. Paul, how are you?
I'm great, and you?
I'm so happy you had me today. This is such an exciting event. You guys are having an event here, a rodeo for the first time. What is it? What do people need to know?
Well, you know, we've rodeoed all our lives, and we figured we would bring the professional cowboys to Conway, South Carolina, instead of in the middle of Texas. So we felt like that we would do something that nobody's had here before, and we really wanted to do something special for the kids.
And this is your farm, right?
It is. This is our farm. It's been in the family since '39, and we're really excited to bring people out. I mean, nobody's going to believe they're standing in Conway and not in the middle of Texas.
I know. Well, okay, what can people actually expect? For someone that's never been to a rodeo before, what do you see? What is there to do?
Well, to start off, we're going to have a kids corral, and the kids corral is going to be free places for the kids to play. Not only can they come play in the dirt, but we're going to have a 100-foot jungle gym, and we're going to offer something you've never seen before. We're going to do free pony rides for the kids. So they can expect this to be a professional rodeo. You're going to have cowboys from all over the world here. We'll see cowboys from Australia, Trevor Brazil, and we're also going to see the top cowboys in the world competing on team roping, calf roping, bull riding, barrel racing, and guys, the cowgirls will be here too. So it's going to be great. We're going to have high action. There's going to be a rodeo here with professional athletes, and it looks like it's going to be awesome.
Well, guys, another part of this wonderful event is Nick from Camping World. You guys are sponsoring this event. What made you want to be a part of it?
Well, it's Cowboy Nick, by the way, but while we're here. But we want to sponsor it because it brings families together, and also being able to talk about 500 pieces of inventory that we have on our lot. So, and plus Camping World, that's what we do. We sponsor a lot of things across the board. So.
Yeah, so what can people find at Camping World that's relevant to the rodeo?
Well, you're going to see toy haulers, which all cowboys need, and you're going to see motor homes for traveling. Plus, we have travel trailers that can go straight in the back of the cowboys' trucks. So we love that.
All good stuff.
And we're excited, and we can't wait.
Yeah, this is a great family event too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, guys, now I'm joined by some very special guests. I have Kate and Luca from the Strongman Luca James Foundation. How are you guys doing?
We're amazing. Thanks for having us.
Oh my goodness, we have to talk about you guys and why you are sponsors of this event this year and how we're raising money, right?
Yeah, so we were graciously invited by Mr. Paul to come to the rodeo, and a portion of tickets are going to go to the Strongman Luca James Foundation. It's our local foundation that obviously is in Luca's name to support kids and their families who are going through pediatric cancer. And we're really trying to keep it local, so any kids that are in Horry and Georgetown County.
Gotcha. Well, can you tell me a little bit more about Luca?
Yeah, so Luca was diagnosed with leukemia. So you can see everyone, Mr. Paul's wearing his orange, and he was diagnosed with leukemia at 2.5. He's now 5. He kicked leukemia's butt, right? So we're a survivor. But he spent 2.5 years driving back and forth to Charleston and had all of his treatment at MUSC. There's no one local here that supports our kids, our families like ours. So it really does make a difference. Local families need all the help they can get.
Well, I'm so glad to hear it. Can you tell me where people can find out more information about your foundation?
Yeah, so we're on social media, so Strongman Luca James Foundation, and we also have a website, so it's going to be strongmanlucajames.com.
All right, so where can people go to get tickets, and when is the event going to be?
So you can get tickets on Eventbrite right now. You can check us out on Facebook. And you can also, the dates for the performance is June 6th and 7th. We start at 8 o'clock, but you're gonna be able to get in at 6. Man, dust off them cowboy boots and let's go to town. And it's time to be at a rodeo that they've never seen here in Conway, South Carolina.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Coastal Cowboy Pro Rodeo.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.